Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. My name is Mark, and I am your host for today. And with me is one of the Reader's Magnet featured author that is here again to share his journey as an author and to tell us more about his book series titled
Hello
Ireland's.
there. How you
And
doing, Mark?
I'm doing great, Norbert. How are you today? That's. I'm happy to see you again.
I'm doing correct.
That is
Good to
great
see
to
you.
hear.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you again. Um, Norbert, I want you to introduce yourself.
My name is Norbert G. Gomes. I live in Southern California. I am the author of Ireland's Unparalleled Essence. It's a five-volume book that covers the entire or everything about Ireland that you could possibly imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great time writing it. It's all poetry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in prose, and the poems are not long, but they are simple and unambiguous, so that it's easy for the reader to understand and absorb, and at the same time learn a great deal about Ireland. And I would certainly recommend the book if you're going to travel to Ireland to read it, because it'll give you a great foothold into what you're going to find when you
Discover.
visit the great Emerald Isle.
Right. Now, as far as I know, Norbert, I believe you have 5 volumes of this book. I want to know, does all of the volumes has a set of poems, or just is there a book or a volume
Yeah.
that has a story?
Uh, Let me give you a kind of synopsis here of how the volumes break down.
Please, yeah.
The volumes are broken down into six different sections,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and the sections lead from one volume into the next one. The first volume, which we have already discussed and did a great interview with, uh, covers the first part of my poems, which is the extraordinary past, Irish extraordinary past. There's 32 poems in that particular volume.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wow.
once you finish that section, it starts on the second section. And the second section is the longest section because it not only finishes out volume one, but it goes into volume two, and it finishes off into volume three. And in volume
Oh.
two, and of course, that section is called the Irish Pervasive Jaunt. And what it is, it's a bird's eye view of the historical and cultural makeup of the 32 counties of Ireland. And in this particular volume, too, which we're going to go through today, there's 100 poems,
Mm-hmm.
and it covers a number of counties, whereas Volume One started with County Antrim and ended up with County Tyrone. This one
Mm-hmm.
starts with County Derry and ends up with County Kilkenny. And I should note to the viewers that they're not in alphabetical order, and
Uh-huh.
I'd like to apologize for it, but I'm not, because the reason I did that was the way I traveled through Ireland. So I felt that you should
Mm.
take the same footsteps that I took and be able to absorb everything that I was absorbing as I was going along. So that's
Right.
basically where I'm at on
Can you
volume
show the
two.
book to us,
Uh,
Norbert? Is if it's
oh,
okay.
hey, let me let me give you a gander of that. Let's see here.
There you go. That's a
Let me
volume
back up
two.
here. There you go. Can you see
Right.
that? There's volume two. There's a bunch of little tags here that I put in here in case
Bookmarks.
you wanted me to read one of the poems. You could select one of these. But this is volume two, and I love the cover. The covers of
Right. I
the
want to ask
illustration is absolutely
about the
wonderful.
cover.
And inside you'll find that with every poem that's in here, if I can grab it here, there is an illustration that goes with all of them. So you know, everything is illustrated uh, to address and complement the poem, if
Hmm.
we may.
I want to ask about the pictures, Norbert, the illustrations. Did you take all the pictures of those illustrations?
That's a valley in Ireland. It's in
Mm-hmm.
Northern Ireland, and and I've got to tell you, that's the one thing that is just so amazing about Ireland is that no matter where you travel throughout Ireland, there are so many vistas and beautiful views that you can
Hmm.
take in. It is an absolutely beautiful island, and it has the name Emerald Isle for a reason because it's pretty much green. It's just
Wow,
gorgeous
I
everywhere
want to
you
see
go.
that.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. Yes.
Because my favorite color is actually green. That's why I'm wearing green now. And most of my things are green. But yeah, I want to see that place. And to me, Norbert, it seems like you are promoting Ireland. I don't. I wonder why. I'm. What inspired you to write a book all about Ireland?
Well, that's the easiest answer in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I am married to a beautiful descendant of
Oh.
Ireland, my
Uh-huh.
wife, and she made a decision about a year ago that we ought to go visit Ireland since we had already visited uh, the country of my descent, which is Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
So we did, and the moment I got there, I just I just fell in
Fell in
love.
love.
I fell in
Right.
love with the whole island and the people. Yeah, the people. For those of you who will travel and have the opportunity to go to Ireland, I'm going to tell you something. There are no kinder and more generous
Oh,
people that you can possibly encounter in this lifetime as the Irish people. I was absolutely enthralled and impressed.
to tell you honestly now, Norbert, you're making me want to visit Ireland. And I feel like it's giving, or it's, giving the purpose of your book and your goal to invite people to visit Ireland. And yeah, you're doing that right now. And we want to see and so excited to know more about Ireland. Hence, why our audience right now, our viewers, should buy a copy of the volumes Ireland's Unparalleled Essence Volume 1 up to 5. Norbert, given that you have 5 volumes of this book, I
Well,
wonder, are you planning to create a sixth volume?
Uh, I do have some thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm toying around with it. I have made hundreds of pages of notes, so there may be a possibility that there might be a volume six, but I'm not going to make any promises because I'm also working on another project that is going to be of volumes of books on Egypt. But let's focus back on Ireland because that's where we are at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Right. I believe that you mentioned that on our previous author interview session here with us, Norbert, that you are writing about Egypt. I just want to ask again, where are you now on writing that book? Are you almost done?
I'm at the beginning stages. No, 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 no. I'm
Okay.
still at the beginning stages of deciding how it should flow because flow is
Mm-hmm.
very important. And that was what was significant about this particular book because I wanted to make sure that one section would flow into the next section. And so that it was all comfortable and easy to understand
Mm-hmm.
and to
Right.
be able to go through. So that was very, very important. Yes.
Right. I believe that you already have audiences or have had people read your books, Ireland's Unparalleled Essence, Volume 1 to 5. I wonder what types of reaction or comments do you usually receive from your book series?
Uh, Great question. I've received nothing but positive feedback on the
Wow.
books. People are absolutely impressed. And amazed. As a matter of fact, we were at a book fair recently where a number of people came up to me and said that they had read the book and they had made a decision that they were going to go to Ireland. So,
Oh,
when you get
right.
that kind of a reaction, then it makes you always feel good that you've done something good. So, yeah, the feedback has been remarkably positive, and I'm extremely grateful for those people who have
Mm-hmm.
at this point read the book and enjoyed it. And again, it's poetry, and it's not difficult and complicated. It is very smooth to read. Even my wife was impressed by the way it was laid out.
Wow. Given the fact that it's inspired because you fell in love with the country, fell in love with someone from Ireland, it makes it more authentic, makes it more genuine, wholesome, and I want to read the book now. And I want to know more about Ireland. I want to visit Ireland. And I thank you for that, Norbert. Actually, I really enjoyed our session for today. And I have to admit, we have reached the end of our session. But for the last time, Norbert, can you please
Okay.
show or your book? I can see the books behind you, and then book for the last time, and then invite everyone to buy a copy of your book.
Please, by all means, pick up a copy. It's called Ireland's Unparalleled Essence. If you want to learn about Ireland, its terrain, its history, its culture, its myths,
Tradition.
its the stories of all of its castles, and its wordsmiths, it's all here. It's all here.
Oh, yes, everyone, that's Norbert G. Gomes, the author of the book Ireland's Unparalleled Essence, Volume 1 to 5. Again, the book is available on Amazon and Barnes& and Noble, or you can visit his website at www.norbertggomes.com. Again, that's www.norbertggomes.com. Again, thank you so much, Norbert. I really enjoyed our time here. As we say it here at Reader's Magnet, always we share your story with the world. Thank you so much, Norbert.